Good morning, guys. I went for my walk this morning and I had a good walk. I've been going very regularly the past few weeks, but you guys, it's like not even nice outside. It's cold. Like it was like 1 degree out this morning Celsius. Well, I think in Fahrenheit that's like 37 or something like that. Like it's cold in the mornings. I was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Look at Ellie. Ellie, you want to say hi to YouTube? Do you know what I do on the days where I am like, get me in this house? Like, I don't want to be out here walking. Like, I actually had a good walk today, but like, there are walks I find where I'm just like not feeling it. Like, I'm like, like, I'm gonna make this a short walk. Like, I just don't feel like being out there doing it. I will always make sure, and I mentioned this before, I think, in one of my videos, like last year or something, but I'll always, it still works, I still do it. I always will put on like music that will like give you like a pep in your step. Like, I don't know, I just find it helps me like want to keep going when you put on like music that like pumps you up. Because normally when I go for walks, I listen to podcasts or audiobooks or something like that. Because I'm always like in a really good headspace when I'm walking, so I feel like I can absorb whatever I'm listening to better. And I typically listen to like self-help and like personal development and all that kind of stuff. That's just what I'm into. So I find the days where I have walks where I'm like, oh, this is so good, and I'm just like in the best mood and my walks are going good, I'm like, oh, let's go another 10 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you're in that state where like, oh, this is great. I'll make sure that I'm listening to a podcast and something that's like fueling my mind because it's already like, feeling good, and it just helps. But on the days where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I want this walk to end, I'll like always put on music. So that's like my two type of walks. I have my podcast walks and I have my music walks where I just don't want to pay attention to anything. I just want to get it over with. I'll put in music. That's my little trick that I do, and it usually works, but it's so freaking cold, you guys. It is still so cold here. I mean, it warms up in the day, but like I can't walk in the afternoons because I pee too much. Like I wouldn't be able to. I drink so much water, and like I just wouldn't be able to go for a long walk. I'll have to stop and pee. But I hope you guys are well. I'm going to enjoy my rest of my coffee here and then get ready for the day. And then oh my gosh, Ellie. Hi, you're up there. Acrobat Ellie. Acrobat Ellie. Poor thing. She has so many names. Like, we just call her anything but Ellie. I do it to my kids too. We rarely use names in this house, eh, baby? We're supposed to get ready when we're cuddling like this. There's no way. We gotta just cuddle all day, I guess. We just gonna cuddle all day. My baby. You're a good baby, aren't you? You're a good baby. Are you a good baby? Oh, you're such a good baby. So I'm down here in my planner room and I'm just writing things out in my planner, and guess what? I don't think I'm a sticker girly anymore. I haven't been using stickers in my planner. Like, I've been really enjoying just like putting pen to paper and just filling my page with crap, like literally just being like, blah, 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 blah. Like every little thing, like it doesn't even look cute. Like, I'm just putting pen to paper, and I've been like really loving that. So I don't know, that's different for me. I'm normally like always like putting stickers down and stuff, but I haven't been lately. I've been just like pen to paper and just like going with the flow. I wanted to come on and say thank you to everyone who watched my video on my perspective of positivity. A few of you guys actually reached out to me and let me know like you were going to start implementing some of the suggestions I made in the video into your life. Some of you have already said that you're noticing little changes in your perspective and your mindset, which is really cool. I wasn't sure what I was going to say when I made that video. I just like turned the camera on and was like, "Rrr." But like, it's really cool that some of you guys took some things from that, and that really makes me happy. And speaking of happiness, if you're struggling with maybe feeling the emotion of happiness, or you don't feel like you're happy every day or anything like that, some tricks that I have that I've learned over the years is, if you want to feel happier, make a list of things that bring you joy, that make you happy, that make you smile. Like, think of everything in your life that you love that like brings you joy. Like for me, like the beach. Whenever I'm on the beach, I'm very grateful. I live on an island, so like I don't have to go very far to get to a beach. So like it's a place that I can go very like anytime, very quickly, and get to, and that's like my happy place. Like the beach makes me so happy. I love everything about the beach. I love it. I love like belly laughing with my kids and my husband. Like that's my favorite thing. I love laughing. I love making people laugh. That makes me so happy. I love when my nails are painted. They're not painted at the moment, but like I was like sitting here, I'm like, oh, I love when my nails are painted. I should paint that. Like having my nails painted makes me feel so like, oh, like I love it. It makes me feel so happy. My morning coffee, but like the routine of it, like making, and I'm not talking like, I don't get this when I buy my coffee at like Tim Hortons or Starbucks. Like it's not the same. Like what makes me feel happy is like picking my mug out of my cupboard, making my coffee, stirring in the creamer, sitting down with a fresh hot cup of coffee, and I just sit. I love that. Going on dates with Trevor makes me so happy. So like I have like a list of things that like makes me really happy, and I try to make sure that I'm doing those things every day or often. So obviously I'm not going on a date every day with Trevor, but we do try to go weekly. We really do try. It doesn't happen every week. Absolutely not. It doesn't. But we are both very conscious and aware that like that's important to us, and like it's something that makes us both happy. So we are very like conscious of like, oh, like we didn't actually go on a date last week. We'll definitely have to go this week. I don't go to the beach every day. In the summer though, I'm there. Like I'll tell you, like I will go more than your average Joe because I love it so much. But I don't go to the beach every day. So and I don't paint my nails every day. I could. Definitely I could. I did during Vlogmas. Remember that? Oh my gosh, Vlogmas nail polish. That's still what I'm using, are these little guys. But the coffee, I make sure that like that time, like I'm going into it knowing like this is like my jam. Like I love this. So like I look forward to that every day. I love making people laugh, and you can ask anybody in my circle and they will say like there's never a time when we're together like with Sunday dinner or something where I'm not making someone laugh, because I love doing that. Like anyone will tell you like there's laughter going on at our get-togethers because I'm just like, I just love doing that, and I love when people make me laugh. I love laughing. For me, because I'm so visual, like I have to have like a list written out of like the things that I notice bring me a lot of joy, and I make sure that I'm not forgetting about it. Like when my mom and I, we were pet sitting like for 2 weeks, like a couple weeks ago. Like this, we've been done now for a while, but like it was like a couple weeks ago, and I wasn't having my morning coffee at home. We were picking up coffee on the road and like drinking it at their house, and I loved it, but it wasn't my coffee that I make that makes me so happy, and I love the whole process of making it and all that kind of stuff. So I was so happy when we were done pet sitting, like whenever I could like have my coffee at home, because I only drink 1 cup a day, so it's not like I could just like come home and do it. Like I mean I could, but like I don't drink a lot of coffee. So it was really nice to like come home the first morning that we were like off from dog sitting and making that cup of coffee. And when I tell you like the happiness that it brought me, I was like, oh, we're back. Like this is so nice. So I don't know. I just thought that was worth mentioning too. Just maybe be aware of things that make you happy. Like maybe buying somebody's drink in the drive-thru, like that will make you like the happiest ever. Then you'll maybe like make it a priority for you like every payday to make sure. That's what my sister does. She loves doing that stuff. And she will every payday will buy the person behind her in the drive-through wherever she is, not necessarily like Tim Hortons, but like wherever she is, she'll buy their order behind her. That's something she loves to do, and she makes that a priority in her life. And I just think that's really sweet and kind. And I don't know, sometimes it's good to be aware of the things that you like and the things that are making you smile, and also pay attention to how much you're doing it, because if you know it's going to make you happy, then do it, right? Like if like making someone laugh is going to make you happy, that's easy. Actually, I'm going to paint my nails. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing all this stuff. I do find with this, the happiness, it's the same as the positivity. Sometimes the smaller things, the better. Like going on vacation, does that make me happy? Yes, that's like the best. I love that. But it's not obviously something you can do every day or always have one in the works. You know what I mean? But making my coffee at home every day, like that's doable. And honestly, I probably should have just kept doing that even when I was pet sitting. Not that I was miserable, but like, you know what I mean? Like I was totally good, but like I noticed it. Like I noticed I didn't have my morning like little like moment of like, oh, I love this. Do you know what I mean? I like having the list because I like to look on it and just remember, because sometimes you'll notice like there is something that you just kind of just never do. And you're like, oh yeah, I forgot painting my nails. Like I forgot that I love that. But maybe not everyone has my brain, because like I will forget some things. But another thing that makes me really happy is hosting people, or like not necessarily hosting people. I do love that, but like sometimes like that's stressful for me. But like I like feeding people. I really like people enjoying food. Like, I don't know, that may sound weird, but like I love food, and I love when people around me are enjoying a nice meal. And I love if like I'm the one that's made it, or like dessert. Like a lot of the times I'll bring dessert places, like if I'm invited or whatever, because I really, really love people enjoying something like that. Like that makes me happy to know somebody's like eating a piece of cheesecake and they're loving it. Like that might sound so weird, but like I love that. That makes me so happy. So like I always will bring like dessert. Whenever like you have to bring something to something, I'm always like bringing desserts because I really love baking, and that's something that makes me happy too. I really like baking. But I host dinners on Tuesdays here, and I didn't show you last Tuesday, but I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 people total maybe here. I don't remember. And I was a little stressed. I was like, oh my gosh, but I just really enjoy that. So like every week I do that. Every week I'm hosting a dinner at my house. It's usually my mom that comes, but a lot of times my daughter's boyfriend will come. Then this past week we had another couple and their kids come. Like it was nice. So I don't know, things like that. Like just, it doesn't have to be big things at all, like vacations or like, I don't know, like a shopping spree. Like obviously that stuff, like a lot of people like that type of stuff, but like painting your nails, like if looking at your nails are gonna make you smile, then maybe make that a priority in your routine. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I'm just here doing laundry, and I'm like, I'm spiraling now. I'm like trying to think of everything that makes me happy that I don't have written down yet, because I do go through my list every so often. Not often, but every so often. And so that's kind of what I was doing today. But you know what else makes me really happy? Driving my kids to school. There was a point where I didn't even love it or like it. I was like, I don't know. I love it now. I live for those conversations that we have in the car. You know what's crazy? Literally talking today about how I love picking out my mugs in the morning, and it makes me so happy. Then today I was with my brother and my sister-in-law and my nephews, and they brought me back, because that's who I was pet sitting for, and they brought me back a mug for saying thank you for pet sitting, and it says I'm the fun aunt. I was like, oh my gosh, I won an aunt award, thank you. Because I have a few aunt mugs, and every time my nephews give me a mug, I'm always like, I got an award. So I call it my awards. But yeah, so I think it's really cute. So I'm definitely gonna be using this tomorrow morning. Isn't it cute? I'm the fun aunt. I love it so much. I wanted to show you guys that. So yeah, I had a really good evening tonight with them, and I can't wait to use that tomorrow. So anyways, I'm going to end this video here, but I hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.